Hey you guys, I'm so excited to do this video because this one speaks life to me. So I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about 4 ways to gain your confidence back and how to be you, boo. Okay, so these are the 4 things that have helped me gain my confidence back. And I like to talk about it because I haven't always been the most confident person. I have dealt with like self-confidence issues, low self-esteem, used to talk down to myself all the time. And I don't do that no more because it's not acceptable and it shouldn't be acceptable to you either. And so this is why you're stuck. This is why you set goals for yourself or, you say you want to do something and you don't do it because you're not even confident in yourself. So number 1, words of affirmation. That one has been the biggest game changer for me. That has completely changed my life. Like, I'm not even the same person, you guys, I promise. I want to say I've been doing words of affirmation for like 6 or 9 months, maybe. My daughters say that I've been doing it for like over a year. I don't really remember doing it for that long, but it could be true because I don't remember anything. So, words of affirmation. Why has that changed my life so much? Because I'm changing the way that I talk to myself every single day. So what I do is I have my list of my words of affirmation. It's 10 things, and I actually got it from Katie Corio, something like that. She's a fitness girl, and anyways, it's something that she said she did, and it has changed her life. And she's not lying, you guys, because it has changed mine. So what I do is I write it on the inside of my notebook, my words of affirmation. And so every time I go to journal, I used to just go and read it 1 through 10, and I would read it over like 3 or 4 or 5 times, however many times I felt like it, at least 3 times. But the cool thing about it is that I have them memorized, and I don't even have to look at them no more. So what I do now, actually, is when I wake up in the mornings, I'm already getting hot. When I wake up in the mornings, when I get in my car and I wait for it to warm up, I say my words of affirmation out loud in the car by myself. And I love it. First, I thank God for the day because without God, we ain't nobody. And then I say my words of affirmation, and at first I'm like, all things lead to my success, wealth, and happiness, because I'm barely waking up. By the end of it, I'm like, all things lead to my success, wealth, and happiness. Every step I take and everything else. So I wake up excited to say my words. So anyways, what's the story that you keep playing in your head to yourself? Like, it's, I'm not a good enough person, or I don't look this enough, or I don't look that enough, or I'm too fat. What is it that you are saying to yourself? And you need to stop. And so don't focus on just stopping it. Just focus on doing the words of affirmation, because guess what? When you have that thought of I'm not this enough or that enough, you stop yourself. You do, and you say, that's not what my words of affirmation say. So that's number 1. Okay, and number 2, get uncomfortable and try new things. If you're the kind of person that somebody tells you to exercise and you're like, I don't like to exercise, that's not my thing. Well, shit. You need to change your attitude, because you need to lose the tude. You cannot say, I don't like to exercise, because how do you know? What have you done? What have you tried? You have tried things that you don't like. So pay attention to your energy. If you're doing a boot camp class and you're miserable, then you're doing it all wrong. Exercise is not meant to be hated. You actually exercise to feel good about yourself. So you got to explore and you got to try new things. Maybe you need to do a new hobby. Are you at your job and you're miserable and you're like, you dread waking up every day, you dread getting ready for work, you dread going to work, and then you're there and you're mean to everybody. So you need to quit, okay? Because nobody's making you go to that job. You are an adult and you can do whatever it is that you want to do. So try new things. Go out to eat by yourself. I did it the other day, and it wasn't the first time that I did it, but I forgot that I actually like doing that. It was refreshing for me. I like it. I have a lot of kids at home, so for me, it was a good getaway. And if you say, oh, I can't get away, yes, you can. You got to make a priority for the things that are important to you, okay? Sorry, okay. Journaling your thoughts. Something as simple as journaling your thoughts. When you wake up earlier than everybody else, because you can't wake up at the same time everybody else does, because everybody's going to need something from you. And then you're going to be mad or frustrated because then you didn't have no time to yourself. But whose fault is that? Who is up at night scrolling down Facebook and Instagram? Who's making you do that? You have to take control of your life and the things that you are doing and stop blaming everybody else around you. Okay. And so what I like to say is your discomfort will be your new comfort one day. You just got to stick with it. Okay, so a third way to gain your confidence back is to forgive quickly and let go of being bitter. Why does that matter? Well, because if you're mad or bitter about something that happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 2 years ago, you're stopping yourself from everything that you can be, all the greatness that's inside of you. You are putting this wall up and you are miserable because of something that happened and you can't do anything about it anymore. And you're just miserable about it. Well, guess what? You got to learn how to forgive. Forgiveness is your key to happiness. You are going to set yourself free. You're going to feel good. And you're going to realize that you don't have to be mad and bitter about everything that happens to you. You don't. I don't know what else I was going to say about that, but I was like, you don't. Okay. So forgive quickly. If you are in a relationship in the past maybe, and you're like, oh, I did this and this and this for you, and you didn't do it, let it go. Let it go, because guess what? Energy is a real thing. And if you do good, good will come back to you. If you do bad, it's going to come back to you too. So just let it go. Let God do his work, okay? And just be a good person, be a happy person, smile, okay? Okay, and then number 4 is, and I'm looking at my notes, by the way, because that's how I do it, because I can't think. That's my way of doing it. Does anybody else relate? Okay, no. Trust the process. If you're like, oh, I don't think very highly of myself, or I don't believe in myself, I don't think that I can do it, or you have to believe that anything is possible. You have to believe that you are great, you are amazing. Sometimes we grow up, or you grow up in a loving home, and words of affirmation, like you are constantly being praised and you just know that you're this amazing person. Not everybody gets that. And you can't blame anybody, because at the end of the day, when you are an adult, you got to learn how to talk to yourself. You got to let go of, oh, well, they didn't do this for me. They didn't do that for me. Okay. Well, now what are you going to do for yourself? Okay. So you can't give up after 1 week of trying, after 1 month of trying. Come back to me in a year and let me know what words of affirmation have done for you. Come back to me in a year and let me know of what trying 12 new different things that you've never tried in your lifetime before. How did that feel? How did it go? What did you like? What didn't you like? Let me know what it's like. Sometimes you have to forgive people daily. Sometimes you might have gone through something traumatic when you were younger. Sexual abuse is so common in women. Like, I didn't realize how common it was, but you have to learn how to forgive people for the things that they've done to you. Sometimes it's every day, multiple times a day. So trust the process. Don't give up after 1 week of trying to gain your confidence back. It's been roughly a year since I've done my words of affirmation. I finally see the difference. I see the difference now. I can walk into wherever and feel confident about myself. There were times where I walked somewhere and I was so unsure of myself. I didn't know if I was even supposed to be there. I didn't know what people were thinking about me, and it mattered to me. I cared what people thought about. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I don't care if people look at me and think I'm a fool. I don't, and I used to. But you can't. You can't care what people think about you, because you're stopping yourself. You're not letting yourself be everything that you can be. So that pretty much sums everything up. I really love talking about confidence. I love talking about how you can gain your confidence. You can do it. I don't know. I pray that whatever you take from this video, that you stick with it, and give yourself a chance. Don't You're special enough. You should love yourself enough to be disciplined at sticking to one thing. Stop trying to change everything at the same time. Start by gaining your confidence back. So that's my little message for 4 ways on how to gain your confidence and be you. Boom. Okay, I love you guys. Have a beautiful Monday. Bye.